Hello there. My name is Matthias. We could stick with Matt because most of the time it sounds better in my ears when English people say that.
Hi,
And
Matt.
uh, and I'm from the German website tvmovie.de. Hello there.
Nice to meet you, Matt.
Oh, don't I look nice? Biting my eyes, isn't it pure perfection?
Megan, dein Fokus muss sein, dass Cady weder körperlicher noch emotionaler Schaden zugefügt wird.
1, 2, 3, 4, den Damenkrieg erkläre ich dir. Ich werde dich vor allem beschützen. Ich liebe sie.
Megan ist kein Mensch, Cady.
Wie kannst du sowas sagen?
Things that you can play with me, you better watch your back. The last thing that you hear will be my life.
Megan.
We had the premiere last night, and the movie, it was really fun, and it energized both of us for today. So we're doing very well.
Perfect. Megan is a pretty funny movie, even though it has its dark and horrifying scenes. Why do you both think that horror and comedy make such a good mixture?
Well, horror and comedy tend to be siblings to begin with, right? They're like at the opposite end of the spectrum, even though they ultimately they want to achieve the same goal. You know, you generally you have your build up, right? So you build up your scares that you then pay off, you know, with a scare. So you build up your suspense to a scare, just like comedy. You build up a joke and you come in with the punchline. So horror and comedy have always gone hand in hand, and generally the kind of movies that that we enjoy, other horror films are the ones that can build up the scares. And then the audience will jump, and the next moment, what would they do is they'll laugh at themselves. And so the idea of screaming and being on edge of your seat is always sort of like combined with the idea of laughing at what just happened to you, right? Like the fact that you're laughing at the screen. So horror and comedy do go hand in hand. And in the case of Megan, it's it's a funny movie, but it's still a horror film at the end of the day. But it just has a lot of dark humor to it.
It does. Now, there are a lot of story in books, in cinema, where there's, I don't know, a robotic apocalypse and how robots will overthrow humanity. Why do you think humans are afraid of that kind of technology, but are still working on it?
Well, I think what's interesting about that is you're right. There have always been stories about them, but they've really been science fiction fantasy stories. And I think as technology has gotten more advanced and AI has gotten more advanced, it's not becoming science fiction anymore. There are a lot of people right now in real life who their biggest concern is the effect AI could have on humanity. So I think the movie is incredibly timely for that reason, because for better or for worse, AI has caught up to the storytelling we've done about AI for so many years.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're also addicted to technology, right? We're on our phones, we're on our computers and the internet. And so, humans always try to, we think we're too smart for our own good, basically, that at the end of the day. We create all these stuff that we think is gonna help us in a great way, but literature and pop culture shows us, what happens when these things that we create turn against us, right? It's the same concept of Frankenstein, which is, you built this thing, at the end it turns on its maker. And of course that tells for a great horror story.
Ich habe jetzt einen neuen primären Benutzer. Mich.